The purpose of this video is I know that a lot of you at home don't have printers, and I've been getting a lot of emails about what should I do? I don't have a printer, how do I take notes? So I just want to do a quick run through of me kind of watching the notes go and what I would be doing. Now, if you already have your own note system ready to go and you feel comfortable with it and you feel like you can organize it well and refer back to them when needed, by all means, you do not have to do notes this way. This is just a suggestion for those of you that might need it. So I'm going to go onto Canvas here, and this is the April 8th and 9th assignment for today. You'll notice that you have a hyperlink here that's going to pull you up to the notes if you could print them. But if you can't, notice it says important. If you do not have a printer, watch this video to get an idea of what I expect you to do on paper. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the YouTube link that's going to pull up the notes for the day.
Today we're covering
and I'm going to blow this up. And what I don't want you guys to do is feel like you need to copy every little thing down. You need to copy the box. You need to write the little same as slope formula thing. Please don't do that. That'll waste your time. If you want to do that, I guess, you're welcome to, but you don't have to. So what I would be looking for is you want to give yourself a header. So you want to write the topic for the day really large. And the reason that you want to do that is if I walk away from this and in 2 days come back, I should be able to quickly decide what the main concept is that we were working on here. Then as I start to talk, you'll notice that this is a pretty big definition here. So this is something that I would write word for word. And it's a common technique, if any of you ever took Avid or anything, that you would put definition here off to the side. It's just a way, again, of organizing kind of the thoughts that are going through. So then I would say definition, average rate of change. And then, do you have to copy this down word for word? No, you can paraphrase. So average rate of change is a ratio of differences in Y values and X values over an interval. Another thing to know, anytime that you see something that's indented in the middle of a page like that, that's something that you want to do because that's a formula. So I would even write formula off here and then average rate of change, and you could even start to average rate of change, and I would write this out. And then B minus A. Okay, now if I press play, and I'm not going to make you listen to it, but if I forward this to kind of where we get to in the notes.
Remember,
Okay, you'll notice that as I was going through the video, I was adding stuff to it. Anything that I feel the need to as a teacher to add to the page, you should be writing down too. You can cut corners on instructions and things like that, but you never want to cut corners and not write this. So if that's the formula, then I would write all of the things that Ms. Smith wrote as well, because these are all ways that you should know to represent this average rate of change, otherwise known as slope. Okay. And what this allows you to do is when you need to ask for help or when you pull up Math Excel in, after a couple days of you not doing math, you can come back here and you can really quickly say, okay, this is what it is and this is what I need to do. The next part of notes that could be is like an example. So if I start doing an example problem like what I'm going to start doing here, I would label it off to the side. This is an example, and maybe we even say example 1. With examples, you do want to write down the instructions. Okay, because you need to know what the heck am I doing when I'm doing this example. So find the values of the function. At the x values. At the, ooh, wow. X, find the values of the function, there we go. Okay, and then I would write the function. So f of x equals 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. And then interval 0, 2. So notice I didn't write down every little thing, but I wrote down the key concepts. Okay, main idea, when you can't print the physical notes, do the best you can with doing as much as you can, but please don't feel like you need to copy every little thing down onto the lined paper. That'll exhaust you, and quite honestly, it's not super helpful. The best thing you can do is make sure that you're organizing. I've also seen students that like to color coordinate things. So anytime that I do a definition, maybe I do it in red. Every time I have a new formula, I'm gonna highlight it in blue. Okay, you can do that as well to help organize your work so that when you do need to refer back to it, you can actually find what you're looking for.